Rogue One came out. No spoilers here. This is going to be spoiler free, and I think our next episode is going to be nothing but spoilers.
Can I come back to that one?
Yeah, you can, obviously. Anyone's welcome back. It's going to be totally spoilers. So this is a spoiler free because Bryant hasn't seen it. Probably some people out there haven't seen it yet because it's sold out. Like, I don't know how much it did this weekend.
They said it's the second biggest opening in December.
Second biggest?
I didn't see what the first one was. It was just
had to be Force Awakens.
You think so? Oh yeah, because that was like supposed to be the next.
Either that or like one of the Harry Potter movies.
Oh yeah, Harry Potter.
Because I think that last Harry Potter came out in December.
Was it December? I remember seeing it at. God, I remember I took Rachel to go see. I had never seen any of the Harry Potters before. She watched all of them, so I just jumped into this one, not knowing what the hell was going on. We had to go see.
You had no clue what the hell was happening.
I had no idea what the hell was going on. So we go see it. The best tickets I could get was at an IMAX all the way out in Rancho, or was it Ontario, because she lives out in Riverside, at 1 a.m.
At 1 a.m.? Oh my god, I could never go that late.
We got out of the movie at 3:30 in the morning, and I was ready to, I almost passed out on the drive home. I'm going to drive back to her place.
Oh jeez. Little quick update. I think we're having issues again with the chat. Or the streams. No. So we had this issue last time.
Last week, I think
Yeah, we had issues with this like 2 weeks ago.
You guys were ignoring the people that were chatting.
Yeah, we totally weren't ignoring. So, dang it, I'll have to do that another time. Rogue One spoiler free, so you have no worries of anything being spoiled here. Come back next week, we'll have full spoilers.
Okay.
I liked the movie a lot. It was incredible.
Okay, let me go off of that, since I've talked to a lot of friends who are diehard Star Wars fans. Like everyone from their 40s to 30s to same age as us to younger fans.
Right.
Does it put the war in Star Wars?
It does.
Okay.
Definitely put the war in Star Wars. If I do say anything, it's going to be from what I've seen. You've seen off the trailers. Mm-hmm. But it's a Star Wars movie, but not a Star Wars movie at the same time, if that makes sense.
That's what my friend told me. He said
this is like taking place within the universe, obviously.
Exactly.
Within the universe.
Yeah.
So it's self-contained, but at the same time, there are connections obviously, to the other ones.
That's what I had a friend tell me. It's like, imagine a war movie in a Star Wars setting.
Yes.
Essentially. He said specifically, imagine like Saving Private Ryan in a Star Wars setting.
Yeah, it's like you got Saving Private Ryan here, and then you got something else going on over that side.
Mm-hmm. So there's that. What was the other question I had? Shoot, I'm gonna forget. And then it shows why Vader's so feared.
It does.
That's the one thing, because I remember as a kid, like, everyone was afraid of Darth Vader, but they never showed why. Everyone, he walk around and everyone lose their shit and be afraid of him. But then this movie's supposed to show why he's like that, or why it's been established.
In the trailer, it does show Vader that is in it. Mm-hmm. He's not in it a lot.
That's fine.
But he is in it, which I think is very, very good.
Yeah.
In fact, from what I've heard, he wasn't even supposed to be in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't even thought of. Or it was, I'm sure it was probably thought of, but it wasn't really
a focal point.
There you go, yeah. But yes, he is in the movie. His scenes matter to the story, obviously, because I think what they were trying to do is kind of to shy away from the whole nostalgia.
That's good.
And remember, remember this, remember that,
Yeah.
It was its own universe within the universe, almost, in a sense. I don't know how to explain that, But I guess like we said, you got something going on over here, but at the same time you got this going on over there.
Yeah.
It's a big world.
Well, it makes perfect sense. You think about how many planets and moons and all that stuff that they reference to. It's like you can't just focus on one area at a time. So it's like, while this is happening over here, something else is going on over there. It's a war, just like real war. You got so many multiple things going on at once that you can't tell that entire story in one 90-minute film or however long film.
Yeah.
All right, third question.
Okay, third question.
is it the best one out of all 7? Or wait.
Well, you're kind of jumping the gun by asking that.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
But as far as like the characters go and the development of these new characters that we haven't seen yet, I thought were done very well. I know some people have complaints that, at least for some of the reviews I saw and some of the things I saw on Twitter, like some people complained that there was not enough character build.
Character development.
There you go. Character development is what I'm trying to say. I thought there was just enough to get by.
Okay.
So it wouldn't
make sense.
Sort of where it makes sense.
Okay.
They also cut some stuff from the trailers that weren't, or took out some of the stuff that was in the trailer that's not in the movies.
That's very smart.
Which I think was really good because everyone has seen these trailers so many times, or haven't, who knows. But watching the trailers and watching the movies and knowing those parts were cut out kind of also gives a little backstory, just slightly, you know, like how the main character, Jen, kind of said, like, oh, well, I rebel or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like she's a thief. And, well, yeah, that wasn't in the movie, thank God. I mean,
that'll be in
that's a whole other.
And whatever.
Yeah. That line itself, though, I did not like.
It was a little cheeseball.
It was cheeseball, but I think it's also been overused, in my opinion.
Yeah.
As far as things that I've seen. It also sounded like a very Whedon-y line to me, too.
But you love Joss Whedon.
Oh, I know. But there are degrees.
The female protagonist.
Overall, the movie was great. The characters were good. I wasn't halfway through, like, talking to someone else where, not during the movie, but, you know, like, finding out who was playing who. Where I found out that Alan Tudyk plays the robot. Alan Tudyk is in Firefly.
Okay. That robot.
Dollhouse. And that robot, in my opinion, was one of the best robot characters.
The whole?
No, I'm just saying out of the best robot characters. Like you got BB-8.
Oh yeah, I was just saying out of the robot cast.
Yeah, I really liked
BB-8. BB-8's adorable.
Oh, I love BB-8, but I really liked this character too, K2SO, I believe.
That's cool. I saw the Lego action figure. I wanted to get it and make it.
The BB-8 one?
No, for the K2 whatever.
K2SO, I believe.
But then I'll go against my Lego. Like I'm trying to do all the Star Wars Lego figures, but I just want all the bad guys.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna put it like on display? Or?
Yeah, just have it sit somewhere and collect dust.
So yeah.
What else can we talk about that's non-spoilery for that film? Besides that, it's probably just amazing and everyone's freaking out over it.
The different planets they go to. They go to a few different planets.
That's cool.
That we have not seen in the universe, but have heard about.
Reference to.
Reference to. And we also get to know a little bit more about. We find out too that this Star Wars or this Rogue One movie is also connected to the cartoon. Because we get a character from the cartoon that's in this movie.
That's in the movie?
Yeah, and that's Forrest Whitaker's character.
Oh, Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
So that character's in the cartoon?
Yes, he's in the cartoon Saw Gerrera.
That's pretty cool.
He's actually in the cartoon.
So they brought a cartoon character to life.
Yeah, which I thought was definitely interesting. Right now, from the reviews I've seen, he's getting a lot of flack.
Really?
That he did not need to be in the movie.
That's Forrest Whitaker.
I know, and a lot of people are like, we love Forrest Whitaker, but in this movie, like his performance was
lacking.
It was lacking a bit, but I totally disagree on that.
Do you think that's from a performance standpoint or from a writing standpoint?
Most of what I've heard was performance, but it could have been a directing thing because, like, one of the things he does have trouble with is breathing. Like, again, this is not really spoilers because it's in the cartoon. And he has this thing to help him breathe. To jump on. So yeah. I thought his character was fine. I didn't see anything as far as...
so people are just being overly critical.
I think they're kind of being picky for pickiness.
It's Star Wars. Don't complain.
Yeah. But I really like the movie a lot. I don't know what else to say without getting into spoiler territory.
How long is it? 2 hours?
I think it's 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Okay.
14 minutes. Okay, off by one, but not bad.
Wow. 1 minute.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. Felicity Jones did amazing. Diego Luna was also great. One of my favorite characters in the movie while watching it was Churret. He's basically a blind daredevil type of character.
Is that the Asian guy?
Yeah. He, I think, definitely was one of the strong characters in there that a lot of people seem to have liked.
Remind me, I'm going to go on a tangent
about him?
Not in him in general, but like I remember it's kind of a callback when you guys were talking about like Ghost in the Shell, or that's the movie. Or
yeah. Well, we talked about Ghost in the Shell. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, it's a tangent. I'll just go off on it. I'll talk about it later. But that's pretty cool. Daredevil like character.
Yeah, he was really good. There was a few other things that people didn't like about it, but I can't talk about it unless going to spoiler territory. Gotcha. But as far as the whole, like, this story of Rogue One was one of the stories I've been waiting for.
Okay.
Ever since I watched the very first Star Wars. Back in junior high or whenever it was.
Long ago was it?
Yeah. And it was a story about how they got the plans for the Death Star.
Yeah.
You know, and I wanted to know that story.
But I think that's a natural question that you asked, like, depending on how old you were when you watched the movie for the first time, you're like, okay, we're introduced to this, you know, this world or worlds, and you have good versus evil. Then good is extremely outnumbered, out-resourced and all that stuff, but how do they, basically, you know, David versus Goliath type of story.
Yeah.
And how does David end up with the plans to take down Goliath? We just assume like, oh, okay, we'll just shoot the torpedoes in this vent and we're all good.
Right. And you know, people, you know, like why would that's like one of the big holes. Like why would someone build this, you know, tiny little thing to destroy the giant?
There's one access point that would destroy.
Exactly. You get your questions answered, and this was a story I've been wanting to see, and I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad I lived to see the story be told. It was just a delivery from Mon Mothma in the very first Star Wars, New Hope, where she said the line, like, many people died to get us this information, and like she kind of looks off like that. Uh-huh. You're like, whoa, there's a story there. I want to know this story. What's this story about?
True. Think about it.
And if I find a clip, I'll play it right here, or a GIF, whatever. And that part, it just like got to me as a kid. Like, what's like? I wanted to know that story ever since I saw that.
Yeah. And
because of that, going into what your third question was, how does this rank, or was this the best Star Wars movie?
Yeah, out of all of them.
Out of all of them, in my opinion, it is.
Okay, I heard the same thing.
Okay.
Well, a lot of my friends are saying
this is
the best Star Wars movie.
The best Star Wars movie of all time.
That's awesome.
In my opinion. Again, in my opinion.
Okay.
Just because of the background of how I wanted to know this story and how they got the plans for the Death Star.
Uh-huh.
It's, it's the best Star Wars. Like, now it would be Rogue One, Empire Strikes Back.
Rogue One, Empire.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm not going to knock that because I've heard the same opinion from a lot of close friends of mine who are diehard Star Wars fans.
It's so good.
Okay.
You really have to be a real Star Wars geek for this movie.
Really? That's awesome.
To really understand it and to take it in, you know?
Okay.
Like, you need to know what things are, right? Like how lightsabers are made, or down to like, you know, the different types of planets, I guess. But yeah, like I said, in my opinion, I believe this is the best one out of all of them.